case you couldn't tell, I'm a little pasty here, but the sun is actually out. Yes, yes it is. Golly. It is February 21st, 2021. You know what that means. You know what that means. Spike.
Chris.
Show, believe it or not. I don't know what you're doing here because our fearless leader, Beijing Joe Biden.
What?
He just said the other day that minorities can't get online. They don't know how. So what are you doing here? I mean, we're streaming what? Facebook? Should be a bunch of stuff down here at the bottom, like Facebook, YouTube, and all these other things. What are you doing here?
I don't listen to white people.
That's true. Never listen to me. Anyway.
It's a joke.
It's a
joke. Calm down.
There you go. There's for everybody who's upset. Now, it's been a couple of weeks since we did this because it's been
1 week since you looked at me.
Sorry. Anyway, they'll all have cameras. I'm half off the screen because I'm kind of in the middle of the line of fire here with the there we go. Like I said, the sun's out, so incredibly enough, but we have been right in the middle of the polar vortex. Hopefully it'll take care of it this decade.
Nobody as worse as Texas.
I actually feel bad for Texas. We don't know how to drive in snow, okay? Texas don't know how to drive in
They don't even, I didn't even know that Texas did not have, snow plows.
They don't need it. They usually don't have this kind of stuff.
Still thought that every state,
Texas should probably start investing because right now we're in the middle of...
California gets snow, and New Mexico, so how come...
How many snowplows you've seen in Hollywood?
Well, yeah, but I just thought that... I don't know.
Anyway.
I just thought everybody was prepared for that just in case, like flood insurance.
Pro tip, kids, aside from me being pasty as all get out. Pro tip, we're in the middle of what's called a solar minimum. And what that means is that sunspot activity is at a minimum right now, which means there's less energy radiating out from the sun, which means the Earth gets a little cooler. So you will most likely be hearing about global cooling again for the first time since the 70s. So, look, the sun has more effect on global temperatures than all the cow farts in the world and Greta Thunberg, whatever her name is. But anyway, so yeah, it's going to be getting a little colder. Texas, you may want to start stockpiling up on some of that rock salt. But anyway, I'm just saying this. And let's also face it, with this little round, we got a bunch of ice in the middle of it, and nobody, I don't care if you're in Alaska or you're in Texas, nobody can drive on ice very well. So there's that. Now, I believe you have something to... It's been 2 weeks, so he's got like 40 cards here. He's laying them out like he's playing Uno or something.
Hey,
Well, you were talking about trying to start something on Twitch, but I don't think those are the games Twitch plays. Although they probably should be more interesting.
Actually, yes, they do.
No, they actually play.
I actually watched a whole game like sometime in the middle of the week last week. They do now.
It's a slow week. Anyway.
Yeah. So I guess let's get the bad stuff out of the way first. Well, not yet. I was talking about some deaths that happened since we haven't really been able to do this for a while. There's been some deaths.
I noticed that as soon as I started talking about nobody escapes the 90s, suddenly everybody starts dying in their 70s again. So it's like, of course, I'm pushing 50, so I need to lay off that stuff.
But it wasn't that long ago that I reported that Dustin Diamond from Saved by the Bell, who played Screech, had cancer. We didn't know how bad. Well,
for those of you who saw the last episode, I was cussing you up and down because I was making fun of him, and then you tell me he died, and I had to sit there and smack you for not telling me that.
You're like an untrained dog. You just go everywhere. I had to snap. Jeez.
I was humping your legs, folks. Don't worry about it.
But anyway, apparently he had stage 4 cancer and passed away at the age of 44.
I've outlived another one. Only the good
Screech of
die
all.
young. And Screech.
Yeah. Actor Christopher Plummer passed away at the age of 91.
Nobody escapes the 90s.
He's been in
He's been in everything, for God's
He's
sake.
been in everything. I think his most famous one, The Sound of Music, and that was when he was like way much younger. But yeah, and I think his last movie was Knives Out. Which, if you've never seen Knives Out, go watch Knives Out. That is
I still haven't seen that movie.
Oh,
I got it.
that movie. Whew,
It is out on DVD for $8.
Yeah,
so
actually, I got it, but I think somebody's borrowing it. But I'll get it back.
I'll never watch it. Anyway.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie. And I didn't have him on my list, but Rush Limbaugh
Yeah.
passed away.
Yeah, I think he had turned. What did Rush Limbaugh was in the 70s, I think. I can't remember exactly what. Now, I tweeted out on the account
I figured you may
the day he died. I tweeted it out and sent out a tweet saying goodbye to him and saying, watch, you can tell exactly who the evil people are online by how they respond to this. And sure enough, they just couldn't help themselves. Rest in Piss started trending #1. So it's just, I told you, the evil's real, it's out there. And
Especially if
things
you
like
go-
this will show you exactly what they...
Mock people when they're, have died. It's like it's.
It's kicking ass. Kicking ass. Kicking ass is what we do. Kicking ass. Kicking ass. Iron foot in the shoe. We don't care whose ass we kick if we're ever all alone. We just stand in front of the mirror and try and kick our own.